Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Lost. This is the 11th episode of the 3rd season. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in and enjoy. The last episode, it was exciting for me personally because the ending was so good. You know, Kate has reunited with Russo and she wants her to come with her because she has got the motivation to go after her daughter Alex. Yes, you know, Kate is obviously described that there's like a 16-year-old girl there going by the name of Alex, and she believes that is her daughter. She also believes that they're living here on the island in a camp and she needs her to track them down. She's got experience here on the island and the traps and, you know, just where to go, and she's got the proper motivation that is same as Kate has currently got to go in there and get somebody that they both love. So obviously Kate wants to get Jack out, and obviously Russo wants to get a daughter. Now the interesting thing is we also got SAYID and Locke as well, who said that they actually know or potentially believe they know the location of where they're staying. They said something like when Mr. Eccles' thing like hit Locke on his head, it kind of had like coordinates. He said look up and see to the right or something. It actually said that, and he said using the compass they can pinpoint it and they can go to that location. So it's going to finally happen, hopefully. Yes, it looks like they're going to get the team, get ready, and they're going to go in. The best way for me personally would them watching it from the outskirts and infiltrate them slowly. Do you know what I mean? Do a little silent assassin mission going in. The best bit would be if they could get Jack out without anybody knowing that he was there. That would be so good because the paranoia would be ticking, wouldn't it? Imagine if they went to bed and Jack was there and he woke up in the morning and he was gone. Mate, how crazy would that be? Literally, it would be alarm bells all over the place. Last time we see Jackie was getting close to Juliet as well, which is decent. We're not seeing them return to their island and see how Jack's obviously going to react once he sees how they actually live. It's going to be interesting compared to how everybody else is living back on the beach. Now, speaking about back on the beach, Hurley found a car and he was trying to get it started. He was having the help of Sawyer, which he embraced and gave him a hug back because last time they was fighting, wasn't there, before he left. And also Jim was there as well. Now, Charlie, they were saying, well, Hurley was saying, look, mate, you know, if we get this car started, we're going to push it down the hill. Yes, it's not working. We're going to give it a kickstart. I believe that if we both get in here, there's a chance that we can die. But I believe that if we do survive, we would have cheated our death and you're not actually going to die. As Desmond told him. He's been trying to stop him multiple times. And he was kind of basically saying, look, we'll lift the curse off me. We'll lift the curse off you. We'll both be chilling. So he's going down the hill. It was so close to hitting these rocks before they kickstarted it and turned it. And then he was all kind of like having a good time. He was all laughing, drinking some beer. You know, he had the tunes on. So it's a decent episode. But now I'm excited because, like I said, they're going to go after the others, or potentially get everybody rounded up and get ready. So I can't wait for it. Thanks for checking today's episode out. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Ping pong table? Where the hell did that come from?
Jin found it when he was out looking for firewood. Must have landed in the jungle when the hatch exploded.
Hey, that's my guns and ammo. Where the hell did you get it?
Wasn't the magazine stock?
It was in my stuff. Stuff you all decided to have yourselves a little party with while you thought I was dead.
Listen, hillbilly, if you want it that bad, take it.
Let's just keep it.
We're still heading north on a bearing of 305. We've been walking for 2 days, following a compass bearing provided by the carvings on a stick. Find some food. And then, John, we're going to have a rational conversation regarding our next move.
Sounds like Pans. I'd have to go back and tell him. What's a cow? Get this out. Oh, it's a guy with the eye patch. They seen him. Yeah, he was there in that room, wasn't it, when he was looking at the cameras?
Y'all looking for something like this? I know I've been gone a while, and y'all thought the general store was having a going out of business sale. I'm gonna let you play me for it. You bastards put up your best player. One game.
If you lose?
Looks like Crouching Tiger and Hidden Dragon got something good.
No nicknames for a week.
Oh, for a week. Okay.
I'll be back in an hour. Then let the slaughter begin.
Do you know what, right? Calling people by nicknames, it's a bit of confidence in a way, because say like if some, well, to be honest, like Case, he calls her Freckles, and I don't think that's a bad nickname, if I'm being totally honest. I feel like it's kind of, I don't know, a cute one. He's pretty nice, but people don't like nicknames as well, you know what I mean? Like, he just called Hurley Avalanche. You could be like, what? Why are you calling me that? Do you know what I mean? Like, I do feel like you got to have some sort of confidence to just call somebody the wrong name. Like, do you know what I mean? You could say, hi, I'm Sawyer, you know what I mean? And then everyone's like, James, James, James. Like, it stressed me out when Kate was kept calling him James last episode, because he's been introduced to me as Sawyer. So, like, when they say, obviously, I'm Kate, I'm Jin, and they're like Crouching Tiger and Freckles, you know what I mean? Now, he's got a nickname for everyone. I've noticed that. He literally calls it for everybody. Which he said, them no nicknames. I was like, no, man, like, I actually think it's decent. But she said it was only for a week, so that's fair enough. And to be honest, yeah, so it was like it was mine when I took it, but it's like, well, is it not theirs when he took it from you? Do you know what I mean? Because it's technically not yours. But it does seem to like a good gamble. Do you remember when he's gambling with Jack for something?
That dish still work?
Satellite dish of that size would have broadcasting capabilities thousands of miles.
So who is he?
We ask him.
What's this for?
If I'm unarmed, you won't feel threatened.
I have survived on the island precisely by avoiding these types of encounters. I'll wait for you by the stream, for those of you who survive.
Did you cook this?
Yes.
Delicious. You're an excellent cook. I have a restaurant. Much nicer than this bit. I will hire you. At twice your pay here.
Oh, he shot him?
Oh, he's been hit! He's been hit!
This is my land! You said I could stay here! I'm not who you think I am. I was on a plane that crashed here months ago. Stay right there! Drop the rifle! Drop right now!
You really did crash here?
Over 40 of us, yes.
My name is Mikhail Bakunin, and I'm the last living member of the Dharma Initiative.
See, he seemed like he was kind of, I don't know, not scared of Ben, but obviously knows that them are around, and he seems like he's got to deal with them to live in peace. Maybe the same way that they cut a deal with Jack and Kate and that. Do you know what I mean? They was like, look, bang, here, you see this line? This is our side, that's yours. Don't come across it and be sound. You know what I mean? You come across it, we'll be trouble. We'll be killing you, we'll take your people. They've done that with him as well. Maybe they try and isolate the island and stay as far away as possible in their own camp. I had a feeling that he might have been somebody different. I really did. It's good that it is. It's just through another, like, I don't know, just a spanner in the works.
Sit. You've had experience treating gunshot wounds.
I spent some time in Afghanistan.
It's all right, Kate. How did you get here? Why don't you begin with the Dharma Initiative?
After we lost the Cold War, my unit was decommissioned. I found myself wanting to do something good. So I replied to a newspaper advertisement. Would you like to save the world?
So when did you come to the island?
11 years now.
11 years he's been on here.
What's the purpose of the flame?
To communicate with the outside world, of course.
That game looks like it's so old, but it'd probably be the most fun that you've had. Oh, it's chess.
What happened to the Dharma Initiative?
They're all dead, of course. They foolishly initiated a war against the hostile. After it was over, 4 men appeared in the yard. They said to imagine a line that extended all the way around the valley. As long as I did not cross it, I would be left alone.
Who are they?
I do not know, but they were here for a long time before we were.
It's in Paris.
I'm so glad you came. Here's my wife, Amira. Come meet the chief.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yo, that was interesting though, actually. It went south real quick. Yo, like I said, mate, the makeup or the costume, whatever you want to call it, is really good on this show.
Astavka your Nadia. Excellent work, if I say myself. Don't waste your time. For 10 years, I've tried to defeat that game, but it was programmed by 3 grandmasters.
Why would they let him stay here?
Actually, it makes perfect sense.
Talking about?
The reason they let him stay here is because he is not Dharma. He is one of them.
He shot you and you just let him.
You are sitting here, Kate, because I am certain he is not alone.
Actually, I'm just saying I hope so, but then I don't hope so, actually. I get excited in the moment. Like, I actually hope that he is not one of the others and he's just somebody else. I just think it adds another layer to the surprise of the island. But then again, what other bit of surprise would it be that he thinks that he's fooled them, pretending that he's somebody else from the Dharma Initiative, and he thinks that he's got backup hiding in an or a closet or a cupboard or something like that, and they're already anticipating that they're there and they're already one step ahead? That's also exciting as well. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know which one I want, but I do know that it's decent so far.
You're really the #1 draft pick, Grimace?
Yeah, like, if I'm up 11-0, then I, you know, automatically win.
Sure. We can have a mercy rule.
He knows he's lost.
I noticed a series of thick wires as I walked around the station.
This is the hub, but they go underground to various stations all over the island. An underwater beacon that emits sonar pings.
That explains how they were able to get around my position and capture our sailboat. At least we were able to kill one of them.
Besting him.
Why are we continuing to play this little game when we all know it is moved to the next stage?
Locke here? Not here? What's going on? Well, late Locke, wasn't it? That was decent, that, actually. I like it.
You were tortured, were you not? Do you not recognize one of your victims? Amira was arrested for harboring an enemy of the state. She was held for 3 months. Her arms bear the scars of those questions. She remembers your face. She remembers it so well that she recognized it from a mere glimpse when we walked by the restaurant where you worked. I want you to admit to what you did. And if you don't, you will leave this room in that bag.
I never understand those, because you just say, fine, then I've done it, whatever's, you know, that's what you are here, done it, but don't mean it's true.
Well, if there's someone else here, they're hiding pretty good. I checked every nook and cranny of this place.
I do not know you.
You tortured her.
I would never touch a woman.
She confessed when you poured a pan of boiling oil over her arm.
No, I did not. You have to admit it!
That is enough for today.
Locke, don't even go over there and start playing, surely. Can't believe he's going to mess it up because he wants to play chess.
What is it?
C4.
Reckon it's if you win, it blows up. I don't know, imagine that. Operations manual.
Manual override achieved. For mainland communication, enter
3A, obviously, because he wants mainland communication.
For sonar access, enter 5-6. Sonar is inoperable. Has there been an incursion on this station by the hostile? Enter 7-7.
Your voice low. And your hands in front of you.
Stop right there.
Oh, is it that woman that thing?
Now.
What are you doing?
She was there! She was at the docks! She was there when we were kidnapped.
This is simple. Send her over to me and I will release him.
Calm down, everyone!
Mikhail! Ты знаешь, что делать.
It's enough her out.
Just do it, Mikhail!
I mean, that was hardcore. The guy was about to kill himself. I can't believe that she's just instructed him to shoot and kill her and then kill himself. Like, I mean, that whole thing is just pointless. Like, you really that hardcore into it that you just don't want them to find the mate. Do you know what I mean? Like that is proper committed, isn't it? To Ben and his cause or whatever it is. Because I just think that's mad me. Like, they killed themselves here. All right, they don't find the location from you, but they've got all this facility now. They've got acquired it. They got the food. They got the place. They got the computer. They got the information. The you know what I mean. The clothes, the books. They've got still got their path where they was originally going. Like, you've literally wouldn't have really done anything. Like, they would have come, acquired way more info than they ever expected, and then moved on the merry way and still been on their mission to get Jack. So, I mean, killing yourself was completely pointless in my opinion.
Sorry I beat you so bad, dude. My mom had a table in her basement. Doesn't look like that last slam caused any long-term damage to your forehead. I'm gonna give you back some of your stuff. She'll be okay, dude. I know you're worried about her. If she's with Locke and SAYID, she's gonna be fine.
7-7.
No, you press 7-7 and it's gonna blow up.
Were you ever a member of the Dharma Initiative?
I was never a member, but everything else I told you was true.
They're collecting whatever may be useful from the farmhouse. And now we have our ticket.
There is nothing you could do to me that would make me lead you there.
This is a map showing electrical and data cabling. It's comprised of houses and dormitories, with water and power, large enough to accommodate an entire community.
I will not hesitate a moment before killing you. You should know this before.
He's making an excellent point.
trade. They wanted to do one for Ben, didn't they?
When my husband and I first arrived to Paris, I was afraid to ever leave our apartment. So I would stare out the window. Some children came into the alley. I watched them light firecrackers and dropped them in the box. I could hear him howl from 3 stories above, and I brought him home. He sleeps with me. Every once in a while, he will bite me or scratch me. So I forgive him. I know what it is like to never feel safe. Show me the respect of acknowledging what you did to me.
I remember you. Your face has haunted me ever since I left Iraq. I am so sorry for what I did to you.
When my husband returns, I will tell him I made a terrible mistake, that it was not you. We are all capable of doing what those children did to this cat, but I will not do that.
He's going to show him mercy like she's showing him.
He's my prisoner. I will decide his fate.
Locke, he didn't know the C4 was there though, did he?
What have you done, John?
Computer said if there was an incursion by the hostiles, so I entered 7-7.
If anyone's around, this explosion is going to attract their attention.
I hope the cat's not Sayid's downfall, innit, mate? I hope that cat doesn't, like, become a catalyst of SAYID trying to be, like, a nice guy in terms of, you know, give him a second chance the way that woman did to him. But then, obviously, SAYID stayed alive. Obviously, crash landed here. But then, you know, we move on to the end of the season or something, and this guy actually turns around and kills him. I'd be wounded. But also, I was way interested in that facility, to be honest, and that chess game, and it revealed quite a lot of information, you know. It was like, press this for food, press this for something else, press this if, you know, you want sonar, press this if, you know, the others have taken over, do you know what I mean? And enter this code and enter that code. Mate, there was a lot of info on that computer, and yeah, I knew that it was blowing up. I just did. It was just obvious when they went down and they seen the C4 and it was rigged up. But he didn't go down there. So do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't say he didn't use common sense because he didn't know what it was that he's potentially looking for. And I just feel like it's well, it's not a trap really, but like, what benefit? You're on a... The thing is, you're on a pre-recorded computer, so it's not as if you're on a live stream. So it's like if you're on a live stream and they say, have you been captured? And you say, yes. You're like, okay, where are you? We'll come and help you. We'll do this. We'll do that. Go here, go there. Do you know what I mean? Have you got this? Have you got that? That's a live stream, but this is recorded, pre-recorded. So there's only going to be set determined outcomes. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, has it been taken over by somebody else? Yes. What are you going to get from that? It'll be like, destroy everything. Or basically, we'll destroy it. Like, to me, obviously, maybe it's because we were on the outside and we seen everything and he didn't. It was too obvious what was going to happen with that. And he knew that that was going to happen as well. He looks like he's actually really pleased that this facility's actually blown up. I feel like there could have been key information in there. But again, SAYID's really clever with the map. He's worked out, you know, did that. The guy was revealing a lot of information. That's why I was thinking, is he one of them or is he not? You know, he said he was part of the Dharma Initiative. I was like, that's decent. You know, I was thinking maybe he's not part of, you know, he's not part of Ben's group and that. He's actually somebody else, which would have been pretty fascinating, if I'm being honest. But he said he's been on the island for 11 years. He said they've been there a long time before him. Obviously, SAYID used his knowledge of, I don't know, detective work, you know, being in the military, scoped it out, knew that somebody had come on a horse, knew that somebody was there and he was lying. They enticed him in, didn't they? They questioning him. They was like, mate, we killed one of them. They wanted to test his reaction to see how he did it. He was like, look, mate, you know, why carry on playing this level when we know we've already moved to the next, which is decent as well because it's kind of reference to the game. And then he started fighting. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, you know, SAYID's acquired a lot of information. He knows where the camp is now. Basically, all he's got to do is follow the blueprint or Locke's compass. You know what I mean? It's going to be good. Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. I just noticed that the sun's been absolutely beaming through the window and it had like a thing here. It kind of looks like a glare on the camera. I do apologise. I have no idea how long that was there for. It might be a bit distracting, but hey, all the episode's done. Do you know what I mean? You can't change the reaction. And, you know, I'm interested to see, obviously, what happens now, mate. You know, they've been missing from their normal camp for 2 days now, it seems. You know what I mean? Like, Sawyer looks like he's worried about Kate. The interesting thing is, Sawyer looks like he's a bit jealous of people, because people have got people. Do you know what I mean? People are like relationship up, or do you know what I mean, coupling, friends, and he's kind of like on his own, and he kind of wanted Kate, but then it didn't really happen, is it? And now he's kind of feeling sad and lonely and obviously concerned because she's not been here for a while. But chaos is erupting where they are. I wonder if the people on the island could hear that explosion. Don't think they will do, but there's a lot of animals there. There was horses, there was cows, you know what I mean? There was a cat as well, which is interesting. Seems like they've been living there for a while. There was a lot of meat in that refrigerator, wasn't it? You know what I mean? That would have been perfect for them to take back to camp, wouldn't it? Imagine not eating for a while. I was thinking that when they sat down and said, look, we have to eat. I was thinking, what is it that you actually do eat? You know, minimal food, like minimal meat. And do you eat a lot of just fruit that you pick from the trees? Like, you know, imagine seeing all of that inside of those refrigerators, mate. It would be a dream. I would have gone out, I would have been barbecuing it, I would have been loving life. But it's all been blown up now. It literally has. You know, that facility was really, really big as well. You know, had beds, it had a computer room as well. You know, it had an underground bunker. There was clothes there. There was like suits. It was decent. And obviously, like I said, it's been blown up. And she killed herself as well. She asked him to shoot her and then shoot himself, which is interesting. And like I said, it was all to not reveal the location of where these are being kept. But like I said, to me that's pointless, because technically, like, if we like lift ourselves up and just pretend he did shoot her and shoot himself, both of them was gone. SAYID still got the map. He would have found that location, and then their deaths would have been literally like her death, that woman's, was for nothing, because he's still going to get there without using that guy. Literally, they got the ticket by just finding a bit of information that was inside of that place. So, I mean, waste of time for her. You know what I mean? She was all cocky as well. She was dead smug. She was dead confident. She wasn't really scared of Kate or the guns being pointed at her as well. She was the one that was talking to Michael and like torturing him and questioning him. And she had Walt as well. Do you know what I mean? And she's just gone like that. It's interesting. I wonder how they're all going to react as well, because they're not happy when one of theirs get killed at it. They're literally fuming with it. And when they go back to camp, I would possibly try to do a trade-off as well. I mean, it'd be interesting if they could trade for one person. They could swap for Alex or Jack. That would be really, really interesting, because Russo's going to be doing hers, and obviously Kate's going to be doing that one. The thing is, though, obviously Ben's going to see Alex as his kid. And you know what I mean? Jack's already kind of got a deal cut, hasn't there? Saying that he can actually go back on his own. I feel like next episode we kind of need to see Jack and Juliet and what's happening with them in their facilities. Like I said, it would have been really good and interesting to see how they react, well, how he reacts to seeing their civilized life here on the island. And you know, I do feel like quite a lot of information was dealt to Locke personally. You know, not many other people heard this, but Locke seems to be the one that acquires most of the information. He's seen the, you know, the black monster or whatever. He's the one that's found the hatch the first time. Do you know what I mean? He's the one kind of using the computer. He's obviously found the plane. Do you know what I mean? He's been through a lot of stuff, and he does withhold quite a bit as well, to be honest. And I don't know if he'd reveal everything that he's seen on that computer, but he did say that he did press the buttons and he did enter 77. Do you know what I mean? And it did blow up. But it was a good backstory as well with SAYID, actually. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoyed that. You know, it was interesting seeing him working in a restaurant at first, because it was totally different to all his other backstories. I was like, wow, that's different. And then obviously we kind of like fell back into it, didn't we? We fell into it. You know, actions have consequences. Basically, that's what it is. And this one was all about forgiveness as well. Do you know what I mean? She said an interesting story about the cat, and, you know, no matter how much she cares for it, sometimes it still nips and bites her because it's scared, and she understands that, and she's not going to judge it for that. She knows how it feels to be unsafe as well, do you know what I mean, and be scared all this time. And now he's obviously said, like, you know, he's sorry for all of his sins pretty much and everything that he's done to her, and she forgives him and he can let go free. Kind of correlated with the island and him kind of keeping this guy alive. But I think this has been a really good episode, to be honest. I think this is one of my favourite ones in the most recent. Desmond's was good. Like I said, at the time, I was a bit confused here and there. It had the best rating of the season, up until that episode as well, which I thought was quite mad, to be honest. But I can kind of get it because it was very interesting. But I feel like this one was very good as well. So, I mean, I don't think we've had one terrible one so far. We're 11 episodes in. So, yeah, okay, we're going to 24. There's still more than 50-60% of the season left to go. But if we can stay on this trajectory, it's going to be a solid season. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you did enjoy it, please smash a like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.